Hey there. I hope you are having an amazing day today. Today, we are going to talk about whether or not you are breaking your chain of online success. And if this is your coaching and healing practice and you need to attract more clients and you're ready to get more clients, but are you breaking your own chain of success? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Donna Gilbert. I'm a semi-retired nomad recording live from my truck in southern Arizona right now. And I'm going to talk about why I am in my truck in just a minute. So what I do is I help coaches and healers who are so disappointed, so frustrated with themselves, so discouraged because they can't attract clients. That's all they want. They want to help people. They want to serve. They see so much need out there in the world. And they're ready. Their mission is to step up to the plate and then swing. And I don't know where that baseball analogy came from, but that's what they're here to do. And they know it. They feel it so deep in their heart. And yet they don't have any clients. And they're still stuck in their job. And they're mostly content and fulfilled because they've done their own special self-development work. They've done their inner healing and they're ready to share what they've learned with others. But there's this one missing piece to their success. And it could be, there's lots of pieces, but it could be that you're just not being consistent, putting your message out there, repeating the same message over and over again. It's uncomfortable. It's unfamiliar. It's not the way that we want to share what we do. And yet, perhaps, this is what's missing for you. So today, as I said, I am in my truck. I do not feel comfortable, excuse me, recording in my truck. It's very cramped, trying to get the lighting right. And right now it's kind of full on my face. It's cramped space. My husband and I live very different lives as far as tidiness. And I can see stuff in the back seat. I know that it's there. And that is not me. It's not the way I want to represent myself out there in the world. And it is the way that we live. And rather than putting the time and the energy into cleaning out the back seat anytime I need to record in the truck, my journey, my inner work is to say, you know what? No one cares. My preference would be for it to be cleared out, but that's just not realistic. And honestly, that makes it too hard for me. That makes it easy for me to say, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I won't bother today. Now, are you wondering? Let me know in the comments if you're wondering why I am recording in the truck, if I don't feel comfortable in here, if I'm embarrassed is too strong of a word about it, but I'm embarrassed about what's in the back seat, that you might see some secret part of my life. Well, you know what it is? It's a backpack, it's a laundry basket, it's shopping bags, nothing really bizarre. But yet I would rather not be there. But do you want to know why I'm in the truck? I am in the truck because here in southern Arizona, winter arrived today in the form of strong winds. We've had it very gentle so far. You know, they might be light winds, maybe 10, 12 miles an hour. And that's okay for me to, excuse me, record out in my tent, which you can see. Where do I point? Right by the screen yard. Oh, I'm backwards. The screen yard tent back there. You can see my tent. And our trailer was rocked last night. We got rocked to sleep and throughout the night because the winds are 20 plus miles an hour. And so it's a little bit too, excuse me, too blowy to be out there in the tent. So I figured I have a choice. I can break my chain of success by saying, you know what, the external conditions are preventing me from recording a live stream today. My channel is new. I don't have that many subscribers. No one would notice, right? Yes, the gurus, the people I'm learning from, the people I'm watching, they say be consistent with your content. Post every single day. Post 3 times a day on some of the platforms. But I'm not doing this for them. I'm not doing this because I was told this will be the magic key to my success. And you shouldn't do that either. What we should do, what I needed to do today, was to show up for myself. Because I want to keep my chain of success going. I want to keep my momentum going. I want to keep my belief in myself that what I'm doing is worthwhile, that it's valuable, that I'm really helping coaches and healers grow their businesses, transform people's lives, heal people's wounds so that they can be better people and they can help other people heal their wounds. And I can't do that if I let the windy day keep me from doing this. I can't do this if I say, you know what? I'll do it any day. I don't need to record in my truck. I'll do it any day. I don't need to record it in my trailer because my trailer looks even worse than my truck. So yeah, we always have a choice of what we're doing to keep our momentum going. And here's the thing, here's the challenge for so many of us. We don't feel like we have any momentum going, right? Because we're not getting engagement on our posts. No one is responding to us. And we feel like we're just putting our message out there and no one cares, no one's hearing. And it's our life story, right? Let me know if this sounds familiar. You've been unseen, unheard, overlooked for most of your life. You have this secret passion because not everyone in your circle knows about it, right? Not everyone knows that you're a Reiki practitioner, that you are so super sensitive and intuitive that you can help people overcome most of their challenges, that you have the wisdom of the ages, that you are a lifelong learner and you really care about what's going on in the world, but not from the everything is a problem and it's really a downer and something needs to change. Instead, you're saying, oh my gosh, that is so sad. It's unfortunate. There's a better way. And I know a better way. And I can help people find that better way. We can raise the vibration of other people around us, which in turn raises the vibration of the planet, right? We are all in expansion mode. And some people are expanding the negative thoughts, the contrasts, the things they don't want. And then there are some of us, the select few. We've been chosen because we have the hearts of healers, of teachers. We are the light workers of the world. And we're here to say it doesn't have to be that way. You can change the way things are just by changing the way you think. And of course, our very first client is always going to be ourselves. When we take a look at ourselves and say, what am I doing today to elevate and expand? And for me today, laying in bed, thinking, oh, crap. It's windy. It's loud out there. I don't want to do a video out in the tent. I would have to do the extra setup, and I'm still having trouble getting my tech set up. I'm using my phone now, which has the best picture, but yet for what I want to do, it is not the best option, but I can't make the other options with my Chromebook work yet. So I have to figure it out. And having to figure that out, wanting to use my Chromebook to do my live streams so that I can share my screen, give you more, not information. We don't need information. We need, what is it we need? We want to be shown that things can be easy, that we don't have to overcomplicate things, so we don't need to overthink things. And the stuff that I want to show you will just show you what it is. So that you don't have to wonder and think, I don't get this. I can show you what it is so that you can see for yourself and make decisions for yourself. But when I was using my phone and I would hold things up, everything would show backwards. So I could have quit. I could have stopped my momentum. I could have stopped doing daily live streams. I could have broken my chain of success because I wanted to figure things out first. Another option is to keep your momentum going. And when this live stream is done, that's my opportunity to keep trying to find a solution. And maybe I never will. Maybe I will be doing live streams every day from my phone. And you know what? That's okay too. I was talking with a friend yesterday. We were talking about, we put things, if you're follow Abraham Hicks talks about, we put things into our vortex. We see contrast in the world. It helps us identify what we do not want. And that also lights a spark. so that we can see what we do want. And those things that we do want that fill our heart, that light us up, those, excuse me, those items are in our vortex, right? And our vibration just needs to align with those things in our vortex, and they will pop right out of the vortex into the material world. Sounds perfect, right? If only we weren't so human. If only we weren't so human, because we tend to overthink things and we put too much effort into things instead of just allowing things, instead of just enjoying life for the pure bliss of enjoying life, of seeing what doesn't work, what we don't like, what we don't care for, and then making magic happen with it. But because we see the opposite, we see the possibilities, we see that expansion. And it's the expanded version that goes into our vortex. And then in our human state, we keep focusing on what we don't want. We keep focusing on the darkness, the low energy. So our opportunity is to keep moving forward. So what I was talking with my friend was, so I'm creating these live streams. I've been consistent. I think this is day 10 of going live every day. It's uncomfortable. I'm still unfamiliar with it. I'm doing it anyway because I will become more comfortable, more familiar with it every time I practice it. But then I also have things I want to improve. I know I tend to ramble. I know I need to get to the point. I need to stay on topic. I tend to pause too long. I lose my thoughts. And those are things that I want to improve. Now, here's the thing. If I believe, which I do, that the universe is working its magic and doing everything that it can to align everything to bring my perfect clients to me, those coaches and healers, light workers who have a purpose, who are ready to step into the discomfort of using social media to promote their services, when they are ready, they will find me. I need to keep showing up, number one. Excuse me. I don't need to do anything different. I just need to show up. So why is it I feel this deep need to learn how to do more, to improve what I'm doing? If I just need to show up, why can't I just sit here and just smile? Happy day, happy day. Why can't I just do that? And yesterday, as my friend and I were talking, I had this insight, this epiphany. It's because of my own growth, my own expansion. It's not that I'm not enough already. It's that I want to be better. I want to grow into a larger, more lighted version of myself. And when I had that realization, it was like, I get it. I really get it now. My growth isn't because I'm not worthy to attract my ideal clients now. My growth is because that's how I expand. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you or if that was an aha moment for you. Because we keep pushing ourselves, trying new things, thinking that our chain of success, our chain to success, is something that's, we have to keep doing more. And for a long time, I've just believed sometimes all you need to do is show up. Show up and be the best version of yourself in that moment that you can be in that moment. Because there are times when we show up for things and it's like we don't feel the energy, but we gave our word that we would do it. And so we show up. And then things usually aren't as bad as we expected them to be. We get a burst of energy. As an introvert, being around people, sometimes I agree to go to social things, and then I really just start dreading them. And then every time I get there, it's not as bad as I expected. I figure things out. I don't break the chain of my success by saying, not today. And yes, there are, see, the overthinker in me is always finding those exceptions, always wants to address them because there are no absolutes, right? So we want to say that this means that every single time. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to really check in with yourself and ask yourself if you can. And there are some days when we really just can't. We are so low on energy that we can't. when those days happen frequently, that means that perhaps we do need to pull back from what we're putting out into the world so that we can really take care of ourselves. We need to refill our cup. For I'm a human design. I feel like sometimes I have a double whammy. I'm a human design projector and I'm an introvert. And I feel like I am very much on like the introverted introvert side of the spectrum. There are, introversion and extroversion, it's a spectrum. Some people are going all the time, and that just keeps them energized. And then other people are on the low end of the, or on the extreme end of the introversion spectrum. Now, this is different from depression, from shyness, and those type of contributing factors. And that's not what I'm addressing. I'm not qualified to address those things. I just know my preference is to be alone, to be with my husband, who sometimes rankles my energy, but he keeps me on my toes. But it's not because I'm shy, because I don't like being around people. It's not because I'm depressed and I can't get out of bed. Those are very different energies. So introversion is just needing that quiet space, reveling in, feeling energized by the silence. But there are times when I will be in large, overstimulating situations for too long, and I need more recovery time. And that's okay. But what I do invite you to think about is there some small thing you can do to not break that chain of success? I remember hearing that comedian Jerry Seinfeld, when he was starting out, he set a goal to write one joke a day. And on his wall calendar, he would put a big X if he wrote a joke. There was no requirement that it had to be a good joke. There was no requirement that it had to be 100% original, I don't think. I may just be making that up. But, sometimes you hear someone's joke and you think, oh, I could make that better. So he may have tweaked some jokes in there. So I'm not sure about that, but that's how my brain works. And I would count that. And so he would put an X on the calendar. And he got to the point where when you're putting X's on the calendar, you start to see that it makes a chain. And his goal was to not break the chain. And that's how I look at this. On New Year's Day, we had a friend who came over and was camping near where we are. And her presence disrupted my very precious morning routine. I went for my walk. We were chatting, and then she left, and I was doing Pilates, and I needed to do a live stream on YouTube. Sorry about that. I keep thinking Facebook. I don't know why. And my husband was baking breakfast. And so I had a choice. Breakfast was going to be ready in just a few minutes. I wanted to do a live stream, and I know myself well enough that if I didn't get it done then, the chances of me doing it later in the day, I would probably forget. And so I took 5 minutes. I think it was like 4 minutes, 47 seconds, 48 seconds, something like that. And I just put my camera on my tripod, and I spoke for 5 minutes about the importance. I probably shared the Jerry Seinfeld story there too. The importance of showing up, not for the audience, not for you, my viewers. Is that awful to say? I'm sorry. I don't want you to feel unappreciated. But some days it's more important to show up for ourselves. We do this because we feel called to do this. And we don't let our doubts, our fears, our uncertainties hold us back. We don't let the discomfort of sitting in a truck, and I'm positioned very awkwardly because otherwise the phone is so far away from me, I can't even reach it. There are some discomforts with what I'm doing today, and I chose to show up anyway because that's important to me. We know that we can do hard stuff. You've done hard stuff before too. But sometimes when it's our dream that's at stake and we feel vulnerable about it, and we're already feeling a little discouraged, a little disappointed in ourselves, a little frustrated, wondering, have you ever felt this? So many times I just felt like the universe had played this big cosmic joke on me, speaking of jokes, because I had this big vision of speaking on stages in front of thousands, of sharing a message of hope, of encouragement, of believing in your dreams and taking intentional action to achieve them. Because the old saying, if you can dream it, you can be. If you now it just went out of my head. See, if you can dream it, what is it? If you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you believe it, you can achieve. Maybe if you believe it, you can achieve it. Now that even that doesn't sound right. But when we have these dreams that are coming from our hearts and we have something big, this purpose that's beyond us, we see the significance of if I can impact two people, the old shampoo commercial, right? If I can impact two people and help them grow, raise their vibration, and they help two people, and they help two people, exponentially, we are lightening the load on the world. We are helping people to have more compassion for each other, helping people to believe in what's possible rather than what they see as reality. Help them see that there is a different reality. And it all starts with our thoughts. We have a purpose, and yet we hold ourselves back because for so long we've been unseen, unheard, and overlooked. How are we supposed to make it impact? If I have a vision to stand on a stage in front of thousands of people and no one sees me, no one hears me, and I'm overlooked, how is that supposed to come true? And so I thought, universe, is this some type of freaking cosmic joke? Because I don't see how that's possible. And the message I got was, it's not possible for you, who you are right now, but it's possible for us to transform you into the person it's possible for. Open your heart. Open your heart and allow us to help you. And all you need to do is show up every day with an open heart, and magic happens. Are you ready for the magic in your life, your dreams to happen? Are you building your chain of success? Or are you sitting back and saying, it's too windy today, I just can't. It's too hard, I can't. Doesn't matter right now because no one's seeing me, no one's hearing me. It doesn't matter today. Every day it matters because I want to be on a stage in front of thousands. As I do this video, I am on a stage in front of billions. Who would have thought? Perfect for an introvert. An audience of thousands, millions, billions, one person at a time. Is that like a freaking amazing sweet spot? Because my friend, I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. If you're here listening to this message, it's for you. Because from this distance, from this truck, this messy truck in southern Arizona, I can feel that you have a dream. You have a heart that is just dying every day you don't step forward. When you step back into your shadows instead of stepping forward into your light. This is amazing time. Social media has opened so many doors for us. There are so many opportunities for us. And I am excited to be here. I am excited to be able to share information about a program that's helping me and can help you too to show up on social media in a way that feels good to you, a way that feels natural, in a way that doesn't feel so overwhelming. Step by step, we can learn this together. Step by step, we can walk the path to our greatness, to our dreams. But we have to start not breaking. What do we keep building? There we go. There's the word. We need to keep building that chain of success by showing up the best that we can, however it is today. Yesterday may have been a better version of us. We may have crap going on. That's okay. Today we're still showing up the best that we can be in this moment. No pressure. Just be yourself. Because it's when we're honest, when we're vulnerable, when we share what's really on our heart, that's how we make our connections. Dreams, dreams are just so possible, and we hold ourselves back. We keep reliving those stories from our past, and they're just the junk that's in the back seat. We don't need to really pay attention to it. No one cares about that, and we shouldn't care about it either. We should be looking ahead. We should be looking forward and saying, what is possible for me today? What can I do? I hope today's message was helpful. I will be back tomorrow, maybe in the truck, maybe out in the tent. Who knows what the circumstances are, but I will be back tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing day. And if you would like to learn how to use social media to advance your coaching and healing practice in a way that feels comfortable, it is a learning skill. You are learning a skill. It will feel uncomfortable doing the actions, but working from your heart and being yourself, that's going to feel very comfortable if you allow it. So if you'd like to learn more, type ready in the comments. I would love to help you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next live stream. Have a great day. Bye.